You got to be thirsty within, not somebody else giving you a glass of water. So it's a thirst within which makes you win. No amount of water around you makes you win if you're not thirsty. So you got to be thirsty to win, thirsty to succeed.
Hunger for success has to be there. It's a selfish motive. It's a motive which predominates everything in life. It preemanates from you.
As long as the desire is not within you, whatever external environment and incentives you may create, they'll be all very short-lived. The passion has to come from within. That's why it's called having your passion within. The inspiration is always internal.
You must be excited to do things on your own and achieve things on your own, and you must have a tremendous sense of ownership.
You may have got externally motivated, but that has to become internal inspiration. So you have to sleep with it. You have to get up with it. You have to walk it. You got to live it. You got to speak it. You write it. You got to do it. But nobody else tells you to do it. In fact, these doers don't need to be told ever. None of these doers have ever been told. They just do themselves. And that's why they become examples for others.
If you never give up, luck has to be on your side because you will succeed one day.
I've had many failures along the way. But it's those failures that have made me very strong, because every time I picked myself up and then succeeded, it's those failures I remember which have really made me very strong.
If I have made 100 shots in my life, I've lost 98 of them. This happens more often. Losses are more often than gains in life.
Failing is a big experience, big learning. It makes you stronger. It makes you very confident when you actually overcome that failure.
Circumstances can be against you at every stage. But first give it a try, so that you can say, I did not succeed, but I did give it a full try. It has to be a try from the bottom of your heart, and try to do your best. But never give up. Until you try, I assure you, you will succeed.
Don't give up. Because with every person who doesn't believe you, you will find someone who eventually believes in you. Okay? You will have many doors shutting on your face. Don't take that as failure.
These are not theoretical statements. These are very practical statements, I told you. And that is a fact from my bottom of my heart, I'm telling you. If I tried 100 times, I failed most of the times. But you continue to keep trying, and then you reach where you have reached. You have to have ultimate self-confidence and faith. That is the one and the same thing. Into the thing you are doing with yourself or your plans.
You must believe in what you're doing, and you must persevere.
Well, without self-faith, you will always be seeking help. You'll always be seeking advice. You'll always be seeking guidance. That means you'll always be dependent. It's self-faith which makes you stand up, walk straight, and progress, and also be a big pillar of strength to all around you.
You have to have belief in yourself, and then you have to have belief in your targets. And I'm fairly certain, should you have the tenacity combined with this, you will win.
If you are convinced that you've set the right destination, and you know your boundaries, and you know your plans and roadmaps. Others may think that the journeys are unachievable, but if you know the roadmap, and you are organized to walk that journey, and you have faith in yourself that you will be able to put in that hard work and self-discipline, then others may say yes or no. You decide for yourself. Either you listen to yourself, or you listen to others. You will have to make the choice.
If there are people who are going to be very disillusioned at their first failure and give up very easily on entrepreneurship, you won't go very far.
If a man does not have that sense in him, I think he will remain an employee and never employed.
That's their way of life. They're happy even with that. If they're happy with that and they're not conscious of it, and they're happy with the drift, well, world has to be made up of all kinds of people. You need drifters along, don't you?
You have to be a person who will ensure that you stay on your track all the time and you learn from others. I do learn from others. And when I have learned from others, I've done a simple thing in my life. I use that knowledge, not forget it.
They let time run out, or they wait for things to happen. I don't wait for things to happen. I make things happen.